Once you're having regular contractions, your midwife will ask you to come to the hospital or unit that you've chosen to birth your baby. Or if you are planning a home birth, this is when they will come and see you at home. Your midwife may offer you a vaginal examination to check how many centimetres you are dilated. Your cervix will need to be 10 centimetres open before you can give birth to your baby. If you don't want to have these, you don't have to. It's completely up to you. However, this information may support you and those caring for you to make decisions about your care in labour.
You'll be given a birth room to continue your labour, and your midwife will monitor you and your baby regularly by listening in to your baby's heartbeat and taking your observations such as temperature and blood pressure. You'll find that your contractions will become more frequent and more intense. They may also last for longer. We'll be expecting you to have 3 or 4 contractions every 10 minutes, which will last between 45 to 60 seconds. On average, this stage of labour can take 6 to 14 hours. However, it can be more or a lot less.
During pregnancy, your hormones will soften all the ligaments around your pelvis, and this allows it to move more and gives more space for your baby. Your baby will work with you in labour. Firstly, they will tuck their chin onto their chest so that the smallest part of their head comes out first. Also, your baby has lots of small soft bones in their skull, which allows them to overlap and change shape as they move down your pelvis.
We encourage you to move around during the stage of labour and use gravity and the shape of your pelvis to help the baby move down to a good position for birth. If you're lying on your back, your coccyx will restrict the space in your pelvis, making it more difficult for your baby to move down. Being upright on a birthing bowl and rotating your hips can be a great way to get baby moving. Also, leaning over a bed and all fours can be another way to help open the pelvis up. If you have had an epidural and aren't able to get into these positions, we suggest lying on your side with something in between your legs. This position should help your labour progress rather than lying on your back, which can sometimes slow things down. If you have an epidural, your midwife can still support you to change position regularly and help you to be upright. We might also suggest you get up and take a walk around the room or go to the toilet to help get baby moving.
Just before you feel the need to start pushing, you might have an overwhelming feeling that you want to give up or that you can't cope anymore. This is what we call the transition stage, and it's a really good sign that you are about to meet your baby. And this usually happens when you're about 10 centimetres dilated and your baby's head starts to pass through the cervix and into the vagina. Then you might feel like it's time for you to start pushing. When you're pushing, you will be encouraged to listen to your body and the support of your midwife. Again, this stage takes different amounts of time for different people, but generally from a few minutes to up to 1 to 2 hours.
When your baby's head gets close to being born, you might feel a stinging or burning sensation. Midwife call this crowning. This is the very last part of labour just before the arrival of your baby. First, your baby's head will be born. You will then get a moment to rest. Then on the next contraction or 2, your baby's body will be born. Your midwife or support partner will pass your baby to you to hold for the first time.